Hello, as we welcome our viewers in the Gambia and beyond. This is News Review. My name is Lamin Jai. Coming up on this show, military court frees two senior army officials. We'll bring you that story. Also coming up, at least 7 soldiers have been handed 9-year jail sentences each for plotting to overthrow the government of President Adama Barrow. First, we will look at the papers, and I will begin with the Standard newspaper. The Standard today, Monday, the 27th of May, is reporting that court-martial to sentence 8 soldiers today. In fact, that has been already done. The sentencing has been done. We'll bring you a full-blown story later. 9 Nigerians executed in the Gambia illegally. Government wants security sector reform strategy in 12 weeks. Senegalese broadcaster held over sex assault remarks. The lead story on the Standard today has to do with the Gambia Action Party leader, Musa Bachili. He is saying that I will expose government's massive corruption in 90 days or less. Let's quickly look at some of the papers on the stories on the Standard. The leader of the Gambia Action Party, GAP, Musa Bachili, has threatened to expose alleged massive corruption and mismanagement of Gambian resources by the government within 90 days if President Barrow fails to call an emergency meeting with all political parties within 3 months. Bachili said he can prove beyond any reasonable doubt that there is massive corruption in government. President Adama Barrow must engage all the political parties for a dialogue for us to find a solution to the problems this country is facing. If not, this country will sink due to massive corruption and mismanagement of public resources, rather, he claimed in a Standard exclusive. The other story on the Standard has to do with 9 Nigerians executed in Gambia illegally. President Yahya Jammeh ordered the illegal execution of 9 Nigerians in Gambia. Femi Falana, that's a top lawyer in Nigeria, has claimed or has alleged. The human rights lawyer Femi Falana says that in 2005, former President Yahya Jammeh of Gambia ordered the illegal execution of over 50 persons, including 9 Nigerians. According to a statement on Thursday, Falana said that on 21st July 2005, the Gambian Navy seized a boat conveying 58 immigrants, including 9 Nigerians, 40 Ghanaians, 3 Senegalese, 3 Sierra Leoneans, and 2 Togolese, sailing towards a vessel anchored on the high sea to stow away to Europe. Falana further revealed that 2 Ghanaian nationals were released to a Ghanaian government delegation. Another Ghanaian escaped from the custody of the Navy, and the remaining 55 immigrants were illegally executed on the orders of the brutal regime of Mr. Yahya Jammeh, former president of the Gambia. The government is saying that it wants security sector strategy in 12 weeks. The government of Gambia has commissioned a committee of 20 drafters with 10 for each strategic document to draft the country's national security and security sector reform strategies in 12 weeks. The key objective of the 2 strategies is to help government in implementing the country's national security policy and as well address the gaps identified by the security sector assessment. In 2017, President Barrow launched the security sector project, that's the SSR project, to ensure an effective and accountable security sector under democratic control with full respect for human rights, the rule of law, and fundamental principles of good governance. The other story on the Standard today has to do with a Senegalese broadcaster who has been held over sexual assault or sex assault remarks. A Senegalese woman television presenter was in custody on Sunday after her allegations of rape against minority Fulani sparked protest outside her studio, her employers and police said. Aja Astu Sise, who works for private 7 TV or SET TV in the Senegalese capital Dakar, was arrested on Saturday, the sources said. The arrest follows the 19th May murder of an adolescent following an attempted rape in Tambacounda, some 420 kilometers east of Dhaka. The former French colony has been a string of demonstrations protesting violence against women. That story is written by Agence Presse, that's Agence France Presse, AFP story there. We'll go to the next newspaper. We have The Point. The Point is reporting Koina clashed, so Koina cast clash. 11 arrested, 10 wounded, 6 soldiers, 2 generals to be sentenced on treason today. That's today's court martials there, or the courts martial there. Journalists should have no mile to worries. That's according to the government spokesperson. But Brikama Area Council reacts to the point article. Let's see what stories that we can read from the point. Koina cast clash, 11 arrested, 10 wounded. At least 10 people sustained injuries and 11 others were arrested on Saturday following a caste fight between the so-called slaves and nobles in Upper River Region's Kantora district village of Koina. The point can authoritatively report. A source who spoke to this reporter on the condition of anonymity described the incident as horrible, saying the government must act on the Koina caste issues to avoid bloodshed. Continuous bloodshed rather. The Saturday incident, which is reported to have sparked a wave of panic in the region, saw a colossal destruction of properties in a violent protest by the two groups of angry natives of Koina. 6 soldiers, 2 generals to be sentenced on treason today. We have that story. We'll bring you that a bit later. Brikama Area Council reacts to the point article. Brikama Area Council back has reacted to a story in the point Thursday, 23rd May 2019 edition caption, "Back Mango Diplomacy, a sharp affront to WCR, that's West Coast region, calling it reckless, irresponsible, and a total disregard to the ethics of professional journalism." On Thursday, the Point newspaper published the article after the council posted on its official Facebook page that its vice chairman delivered some 100 bales of mango to the mayor of Grand Yoff municipality in Senegal as a means of strengthening their relations. Below is the council's reaction. In reaction to your Thursday, 23rd May edition, I write to express council's total disappointment over such reckless, irresponsible, and a total disregard to the ethics of professional journalism. The management of the council always has an open door policy towards the media on ethically. You have deliberately failed to get our side of the story without reasonable efforts. So the government spokesperson, Ibrahima Sankare, is also saying that journalists should have no mile 2 worries, that they should not worry about being sent to mile 2. Gambian government spokesperson has given assurance to journalists in the country that they would no longer be subjected to discriminations that would land them in jail, saying journalists play a significant role in the new dispensation. Ibrahima G. Sankare said, "Today, unlike yesterday, you can crisscross the entire country and you can write and say whatever you want to without even blinking. You don't have to worry about mile 2 anymore." Sankare was speaking at the closing of a 5-day training for journalists, or 5-day training for 20 investigative journalists at the Senegambia Beach Hotel. So that will be all for the papers. We will move to our first story there, which has to do with Yundum Barracks, the courts martial that took place there. So the court martial, that is a general court martial, has found 2 senior officials of the Gambia Armed Forces not guilty of a crime of desertion. General Antuman Tamba and General Umpa Mendy have been standing trial on a charge of desertion after they fled the country in 2017 with former President Yahya Jammeh. So today there was a judgment in their case, and the court martial found them not guilty of desertion. More in this report.
So we are here at the Yundum Barracks, where a general court martial has found 2 top generals of the Gambia Armed Forces, Brigadier General Umpamendi and Brigadier General Ansumana Tamba, not guilty of a charge of desertion. Remember, these are 2 generals who were standing trial for allegedly deserting. As you can see, the trial is done. A 5-man panel presided by President Madani Senghor, announced that these 2 generals are not guilty. So you can see they're coming out. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
So what can you tell us about today?
First of all, I thank God, the Almighty Allah, for making this day a possibility, or for making this day possible.
So what does it really mean for you, the court finding you not guilty?
It's the will of God. And then also, I believe in the truth, nothing but the truth. So far as life is concerned, one don't have to always, rush or hesitate. Okay? Just make sure you keep patient, be obedient. Okay? This country belongs to everybody. It belongs to all of us. Okay? So I believe in discipline. I believe in courtesy. I believe in, being patient. And then at the end of the day, I leave all my faith in the hands of Allah the Almighty.
But how were you feeling prior to today? Because a lot of things were said about the two of you. Now today you are standing here not guilty of this.
Ever since, I felt very much comfortable and I felt very much ease ever since before I even stepped my foot from Equatorial Guinea to the Gambia. Because I know myself and I know who I am. And I know I am very much innocent, and I'm a patriotic, citizen of this country. I've served this country, in the Gambia Armed Forces for the past 29 to 30 years or so. So I know what it takes to serve your nation, and I know what it takes to be a good citizen. And then I am, assuring all Gambians that I am more ready to serve my nation than ever before. Okay? And then I am just assuring all Gambians that I am today more ready to serve my nation and to lay my life for this nation, for the security of the nation and for the development of this nation than ever before. Okay? And then I'm not even relenting on anything about it. This doesn't move me. I know this is just will of God, and then it's an obstacle that I need to pass through. Come what may, I was ready to take whatever the outcome might be. All right?
So you are a top general of the army. Here you are with a lot of officers who are under you. What message do you have for them?
I will tell them to be law-abiding and then be patriotic citizens and then be ready to serve their nation come what may. All right? Come what may, let them be ready to serve their nation. The nation is what we have and nowhere else. I have only the Gambia, and let them also have the Gambia at heart than anywhere before, than anywhere.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. Okay.
The Defense Council.
Defense Council. You don't have anything to say, sir? This is the Yundum Barracks, where a general court-martial has found two top officers of the Gambia Armed Forces not guilty of a crime of desertion. Brigadier General Umpamendi and Brigadier General Ansuman Tamba have been standing trial over a charge of deserting the army. These are two generals of the army who fled the country. They went with former President Yahya Jammeh to Equatorial Guinea, but they returned to the country and unexpectedly they were arrested and they were charged with desertion. But today, a five-man panel, a military panel presided by President Madani Senghor, arrived at a conclusion that these two officers are not guilty of a crime of desertion. In his ruling, the president of the panel, Madani Senghor, said the conclusions were unanimously made on the count of desertion. He said they found the accused persons, Brigadier General Umpamendi and Brigadier General Ansuman Tamba, not guilty, but this, he added, is subject to confirmation, and that is their conclusion and that the case is closed. Lamin Jai reporting for the Fatu Network News Review at the Yundum Barracks in Yundum.
TAF Africa Global is pleased to launch Dalaba Housing Estate. Dalaba Housing Estate is our newest estate located on the Sukuta Jabang Road. You can buy a finished 2 or 3 bedroom house or service plots accompanied with a free fence and gate.
So we tried to talk to the once upon a time no-nonsense General Umpamendi for comment, but he declined, asking us to go to the defense headquarters. So what this means is that these two senior officials of the Gambia Armed Forces will now be going back to the army and continue serving as military officers. So another development which also has to do with a court-martial, there was another general court-martial today where sentencing was handed in the case of 8 or 12 officers or GAF soldiers who were accused of plotting to overthrow the government of President Adama Barrow. So today the court sentenced the coup leader, Captain Yaya Jammeh, and 6 other soldiers to 9 years each for committing treason. More in this report.
So a very dramatic day here at the Yundum Barracks, where a general court-martial or the general court-martial has handed various sentences to at least 8 GAF soldiers. These are a group of soldiers who were accused of plotting to overthrow the government of President Adama Barrow. They were accused of creating a WhatsApp group which they relied on or used to hatch an elaborate plot to overthrow the government of President Adama Barrow. On Thursday, last Thursday, they were convicted of treason. Some were convicted of treason, others were convicted of other charges. 9 charges, that was what were preferred against them. So today was the sentencing panel, a military panel presided over by an army colonel, sentenced to these 8 officers, including the leader, one Captain Yaya B. Jammeh. They've been sentenced to various sentences, range between 9 years and 3 years. So it's been a very dramatic affair here. A lot of people have torn up, family members. There's been a lot of wailing and weeping as the sentences were handed. In fact, there was mild drama inside the courtroom where one gentleman stood and then he was very angry. He, accused the court of being unfair, that, on the day of judgment, where God is also going to judge them. So currently they are inside, the officers or the soldiers are inside with their family members. They are allowing them to spend some time with their family members. So like I said, today has been the sentencing in the case of the WhatsApp 8 or 12. In fact, there were 12 in number, but 4 of them were discharged. But then this group of officers who have been sentenced today, they've also been dismissed and disgraced.
Xalé dañ bëgg def coup d'état ci suñ bagage yoy nonu légui nit so xamantene japp nga ko ne dafa bëgg def coup d'état xamna ne di nga am wekom dina am ay fetel yu mu amé dina am ay ngannaan yu mu amé wa ñun ci suñu ngannaay yo xamantene xalé yoy lañ amé yoy lañ bëgg def coup d'état légui tay ñu té suñ doomi ba ñaari at ak dara ñu ne tay tej nañ leen sa Kabiré Jammeh ñu ne tej nañ ko 9 years ak ñu mu bokal ndax lolu neex na ci dëkk bi ndax lolu oota na ne dëkk bi ñun ñëpp ñoko bokka te ñun dañ ne dëkk bi ñun ñëpp ñoko bokka su fekkee dëkk bi ñun ñëpp ñoko bokka kon nañ delloo suñu xel yi ci Yàlla ñu liggéey te Yàlla tax te ñu bàyyi di tuumalante dégg nga
yow kan nga bokkal si ñi nga xam ne dañ la sentence
man ñi yëpp suma mbokkaleen ñëpp suma mbokkaleen ñëpp suma mbokkaleen waaw
léegi yow lan ngay ñaan nguur gi daal si lii
su fekkee ne nguur bi jàppale ne ñun ñëpp Gambien leen dama ñaan gaay ñu bàyyi xale ñu dem toppatoo seen jàmma ndax ñi itam xale yu góor leen te fandinka leen ina kobam ina kob leydi ka sakke wa kobam ini sakke kobam ini sakke ina leydi ka sakke wa wakale tada kobam hadi ko so faso ko nena dulay ko kaddu waaf
kon pour yow amul dara lu firndeel ne ñi dañoo bëgg
man de gisuma ganna e frede ma ngey ñew koot su gaay oté koot dama day ñew koot waaye gisuma gannaay gisuma paaka gaay wonuñu ma ko fii because su fekkee gaay won nañ ma ko dinaa xam ne dëgg lii moo tax ñu ne dañ koy def koot waaye lu ma gisut mënu ma taxaw ma wane lii dëgg la parce que gisuma ko ndax yow li nga gisut di nga gom ne loolu dëgg la
yo mandika kaŋo moy
mandika kaŋo na mandika kaŋo man sene ya baake bari nta fono la mandika bari sa fono surwa kaŋo
maanaam lan la
nsa fono surwa kaŋo man déguma soose bu baax ñi Gambia ntol be le taamu ñi Gambia te ntol be mu kan kilingote jaajame kabura bijang ay Gambia be ta ay ke kilinte ni mo tumi ko ñi keta coup d'état ala baga sole ala ta min keta coup d'état ale baga sole fetelol le fo mo kaka coup d'état la buli cen sengola ni mo muta evidence nyanta funtina baran tol mam woje ndol kana ko lu ngolu ma woje biye funtina sanji fulani feng biye funtina ko bire jama na la moñol bire jama 9 years
fo ite la jero do ñun ko amantelin toñati
nte maje ni na kabro tema nte maje because nene man naja ncito le fetelo bonina ko nyeko bire jama na la mo ye nyinde fontina iko nyinde fetelo ti kata ka boy person adama baroya nene maje nyama minge
ate birite na kacata ay mune foyte ñun ko kono
ako an nene ma wo famira ñun duniya kono an nene ma wo mira ako at nene ma wo mira ñun duniya kono ka woke bare lata ko ko le lafta ko ko ke ala man soto fengo fena bara asadi Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala
tayde be man sakunda dane la mune la ñun ko
nta lafta man sakunda ñing na tara ito lafta Gambia be ye kan kelente nkana jara jube kariye ñin fo kariye ñine fo nga tonya jube nga ala noma ala en tol be dan ñun duniya jam pour tol be nga tiling me nga men ni fate katay la kaburola wotam be nga tiling nga do ko ke nga Gambia samba ñaato ñim membe kere ngam atentol na fala fengo fe hali bire jamme sorong 11 dama 20 years wota tinna Gambia sita ñaato wala Gambia simurun koma mbaden tol be nga doku nin toñala ñun dinni ngol na tara yetti ko lafta coup d'état kala ndol ñanta fetelol ye ndol tan jam fetelol ko alla digol ye ñu deke fetelol fe lafta ta la coup d'état mbaden tol ma woje mulati nan tol be belief la ko toñalen ñama minge ibe wulati na iba belief la.
Anyway, it is shocking, and we could even see the crying of the families, irrespective of tribe and also geographical location. So far I'm concerned, my reaction to this is shocking. A court martial that had went for 2 consecutive years. The fact of the matter is, if a person is maybe apprehended, he or she should be sent to mile 2 at the remand wing. But these people have been convicted already. They were sent in the convict wing for 2 consecutive years. This were the parading that they've been going through from every daily routine of the court. So we see that it's not fair. And we've seen this is the ruling of the military. We've accepted in good faith. As citizens and also loved ones, we have other avenues to make sure we forgo this court to the higher time and see that our brothers in the army will be free.
Will you appeal?
Yes, we are going to appeal. We have court of appeal. And right away from here, we will go and see the lawyer, discuss with the lawyer and see mechanisms that we'll put in place to make sure we fight to the last dot of this. Because we've seen that it's total intimidation. My own brother, Lance Corporal Sambujang Bojang, is severely tortured. He is tortured at the SIS. You know, the handcuff was even with the hands. Lieutenant Yusfa Jallo was the one parading Lance Corporal Sambujang Bojang in the city of Banjul, seeking from the metal workshop to see how big he can cut the handcuffed. Lieutenant Abdullah Jaju is also tortured. Lieutenant Yahya Jame, these people are all tortured. So we've seen is is a heartfelt that we've seen this operation, and I believe we will take the matter to the High Court, and also walk through the Court of Appeal. If it doesn't work, we will send it to the High Court.
Are you happy? We are happy. Of course we are happy. You are happy? Yeah, we are happy. Move on. Allah is one. We are happy. We are content with what has happened.
It's all right. Please, stop. Stop.
Thank you so much.
Stop. Stop, please. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, that's the only thing that I have to say.
Are you happy? Do you feel happy?
Alhamdulillah, that's the only thing that I can say. Alhamdulillah, that's the only thing. No, wait. I am not talking. Look at me. Let's go. Bomb is coming.
No.
Hey, I'm not a fool, bro. I'm not a fool. I know. I'm not a fool, bro.
No, correct. We'll wait for him.
Who is Ngom? Ngom is coming. He's coming. All system on the name.
No, correct. We'll wait for him.
Okay, let's go.
No, right. Just calm down. No.
We are happy. That is the last word that the ringleader of this alleged coup or this coup plot said. They're taking them to Mile 2 for them to formally start their prison sentences. Lamin Jai reporting for the Fatu Network News Review here at the Yundum Military.
Hey, what are you doing here?
I'm going to replace my AfriCell 3G SIM card.
Why use a 3G SIM card when you have a 4G phone? Replace your 3G SIM card today for the real AfriCell 4G SIM and receive 1 GB of internet data for free.
So the jailing of these men also means they have been sacked from the army. Now, the busti mbormbor is very popular during Ramadan. The leaves of this shrub is usually dried and boiled. And a lot of Gambians prefer it to the various sorts of exotic tea varieties that we have in the country. So the Fatu Network's Jaka Sise Jaite has been investigating into this mbormbor.
Mbormbor has been proven to be a highly consumed tea in the Gambia during the Ramadan. Now, we're here at the Serekunda market to get the opinion of the people as to why people choose to drink mbormbor during the Ramadan and also what its benefits are.
Mbormbor dafa am jëriñ ci yaram bi. Mbormbor moy tea bu nga xamne bobu moy original bi. Bobu boko baxale nga nan ko am ben gefe-gefe ci yaram bi. Dafa ba ci yaram bi. Lolu motax ñu koy jaay.
Nafati sisili nyama yana jikara nyama nafali yoyo yemak kato uro letu jo mamburan uro mu jobe loptandi kone ko sumto ko komede aw mete mu ranum uro mante e woni ja e juwe
wer ko bu mu taxawé nak ma jog ci mbormbor bi ma jog de jaay ci mbormbor bi mbormbor saako mag la ma jog jaay ci mbormbor de dunda sama xalé de dunda sama jaboti man ni sa fofu la de dunda te mbormbor bu ci bopam luma jaaxal mbormbor bi ci Allah bi la day sax te ndoxu yalla bi moko day saxal te jigene ñuko de ñew indi mbormbor bi ñom ñu ko de ñew indi mbormbor bi ñu seer ñu ngi jënd saako bi 2005 saako bu mag ñu leen jënd saako bu ndaw 900 lolu yépp yalla moko saxal ci xalla bi lutax mu seer jaaxal nañu torop jaxal nañ te man no way non betey ma ngi wakki ci loolu la nek de dundé betey yalla ji mbormbor nañ ciosan la so gisé ñu taxaw ci mbormbor ciosan la mbormbor mo ñëk gëna té gënu ton mbormbor soko nané do am ben febar mbormbor soko nané do am ben saxat mbor soo ko naanee dafay dépendre yi ak sa yàq yi te demba rek la ñëw dégg nga loolu moo tax ñu toppan mbor ni.
I choose to buy mbor because I feel like buying it is too sweet for me and it's good for bodies. For mbor I don't know it's important, but I know for kinkilba they say it's reduce high blood that wise.
Wotontala nyi mbor ni aje mbabi kan mba natla Gambia janka wafi amunta ka ina fa soto. Aina fa muneti nyi mboro nyi jamba nyi nyadira nyi kinkili ba nyi. Hanna tare kono nyi committee balu tibabol quand même fo yellow fever. Yalo tibabol ka fo yellow fever. Nyi mboro ka bole. Mboro fana beti ata muskono ma me alon ko ni kono ma ata kono bela kono menta nyanta nyi sanale kami. Muna naiba minna dindi wo membe kono aka dindi wo nyi seniandile anda ka jata kende adi dindi wala isaje dindi wo nyi hanna tara yellow fever ba betela ni amin dora ata dindi wo mala ata fana mantorla isaje mantorobe talala sumuna ni be sumuna la jamba cero ni be sumuna ba gela ila sumuna be ka ce jamba cero le isalon ko wala mi yellow fever le be ake bondile abota je mo me alon ko ni sita kono ka jale ni nyimme isaja siso kono jiwala ikono ka jile abikaja anin futuola bunda fana dol beje futuol ka kolya fele nyim fana maborole anu lundo dinningo yellow fever ndol mawolong kono ja antol mawolong ha wala mi nyim boroto ndol fañol yen balundi nyinala nyim manche bi fenti nyim manche bi boriti ameta kono ndol ngatara kono olati nantol fana wulta kono ka bondi ka itandi molma comme nyimmu borolti me alon ko aka jata kendi addi molla anda ka tankarango di mola kurang jamala me alon ko ni nyimmen doro ni ala e makoy bayri ala le makoy ral asi bondi o jamal yo nyin e ka abi fala ka menfo nyim fanan ka jara borole mu nyinti e ka abi ka menfo a borole mu nyinti bayri e ka abi naye momuta akay manendir nin cewlem tumanda si manandi ni muso fana tumanda si jin mbesu ngole kono yalla nta fa bonola yo asi mantorol nyim fana ka bole ni ya mi la be buli ba mi na do ba jele ba be bonal ba be bonal ibe sumana kala fo ya be bang ate mantorla ate batandil.
As you've heard from the people, Mborbor is not just an ordinary tea people take for pleasure. Now, the tea has so many medicinal purposes. That is why the women out here have decided to go far to bring these teas to people. I am Jakasi Sijete reporting for the Fatu Network.
Well, I'm not sure the Mborbor can cure HIV, but then we'll leave it at that. The next story we have has to do with Gambia's public markets. They have started turning into festive season trading centers. It's 9 days until the Eid al-Fitr festival. That's the Muslim feast of Eid al-Fitr. So the festive season trading activities, locally known as Wanter, have commenced in earnest. So our Omar Jallo was at the Serakunda market today, and he came through with this report.
It's a few days before Korite to mark the end of Ramadan, and as usual, dealers in clothes and footwears at the Serakunda market had started giving discount to customers on their products. The Fatu Network went to the Serakunda market to find out why many people prefer to wait for the festive period to purchase clothes and footwear at a discount price.
waaw wante bi moom sant yàlla yombal nañ ko client yaa ngi ñëw yëpp a ngi dox yal na yàlla jàmmal ñu fekkee at yu bare ba price yi 150 la $100 $200 $250
ndo me mun jeetalete
ifana be wantero la
ah bana be wantero la dindi samato burum fanan sindingol la salba yo sato nyaaminna
dindi samato do jalle
dindi samato nga wa sontem 225 ni minye 150 ojo wolo kateria fanka jojang 150 175 wolo kateria 150 le fanka kateria jang
ni mboro baka wutu akamunta police o ikabori wala munekete
lay ngabor police o la lere just nae mutajang aka west time le jonna bagasol be katare buluje buka sona kadi la ni man ko dojo tela bagasol bulala
be jelle jola pour que la bagasol
ah wa do ni dada de ni ne halkay askano yaajo 150 200 muso esi o bala don kone ka mol batane just ni e muta soma ndate kesi ni jele fa same kane bula alo ja halo wartala
kamune fali
ah e ko mole silo bula kono jam fanande mu sito ba ko jande mu wanter du lati mo be kana jande ni mole jambula kiliano le jande le ne mol sama du lado to fana betar kono man du ladi mol katata damina wala mol banan ke nyun kana jang kam bori jande fa urado anu sun karolem
si til bi laa jënd til bi laa jënd til bi.
ñaata nga ko jëndee.
ñaata 250. 250.
da wàññi nañ ko ndax ba léegi di same price la.
ok wàññi nañ ko.
ñaata lañ ko doon jaay bi foofu wanteer bi.
bi muy wanteer ba ma dégg time boo ñuy wax ne 400 de waaye léegi 250 la.
léegi ñu ngi ko jaayee.
250 mètre 250.
lu am pour wax si affaire yi wanteer.
ah wax dëgg yàlla dimbali njaboot la de.
waaw wàññi naa ko trop sax wàññi naa ko ndax mbasin yi 75 laa koy jaayee babyles bi $100 perlas yaa ngi ci biir lépp loo jëlee wàññi nañ ko ndax parce que tey bési wanteer la dañ koy maye duñ nekk ñu fi pour ñun dañ fay nekkal pour jigéen ñi Gambie 400 la wàññi naa ko ak loo fay wanteer la rek maa la ko wax. wanteer bi lu ko waral mooy événement bi ndax parce que jigéen ñi moom sañse lañ fi nekkee ñun ñoo leen tax a jóg léegi yére yaa ngi nii $75 la dañ koy maye.
A price discount is a very prevalent market strategy to attract customers by providing an extra value or incentive, which encourages customers to purchase the promoted products immediately. Reporting for the Fatu Network.
Something that is expected to pick up steam in the coming days. So with that, we'll come to the end of today's news review. For me, Lamin Jai, and the rest of the team, I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye. Thank you.